First steps and ancient peoples. It all began centuries ago when the first humans took their first steps onto these lands. Over time, these communities learned to farm and establish those Bronze Age cultures we all know. Looking back at the 10,000s BC, the peninsula was like a complete mosaic of tribes. Iberians on the coasts, Celts in the interior, and the mysterious Tartessians in the south. Meanwhile, Phoenician and Greek traders were setting up outposts along the shores, almost like opening little shops. Rome's Hispania. Then, two giants stepped onto the stage, Carthage and Rome. In the 200s BC, this place was literally like Judgment Day. The famous commander Hannibal set off from here and crossed the Alps with his elephants, but in the end, Rome still emerged victorious. Spain had now become Rome's Hispania. The Romans didn't just build cities, they also laid the foundations of the Spanish language still spoken today, Latin, right here. From Visigoths to Al-Andalus. As Rome fell in the 5th century, Germanic tribes, like the Visigoths, stuck their noses in, saying, "This place is ours now." However, in 711, everything was rewritten when Tariq bin Ziyad crossed the Strait of Gibraltar. The Muslims advanced so rapidly that within a few years, almost the entire peninsula became Al-Andalus. This was one of Spain's most brilliant eras. With its libraries and philosophy, Córdoba became the most scientific city in Europe. Reconquista and the birth of an empire. The Christian kingdoms in the north were on the move again. This struggle, which they called the Reconquista, reconquest, lasted exactly 781 years. Finally, in 1492, the year Ferdinand and Isabella married and joined forces, they conquered the last Muslim stronghold, Granada. That same year, with Christopher Columbus setting sail, Spain discovered America and became the wealthiest empire in the world. The Golden Age and the slowing gears. In the 16th century, the sun never set on Spain. However, in the 17th century, this massive power left its seat to economic crises and exhaustion. Internal palace turmoil, Napoleon's invasion, and the American colonies declaring independence one by one brought that giant empire right to the edge of a cliff. From dictatorship to democracy. The 20th century was quite troubled, sacat, for Spain. The civil war that broke out in 1936 split the country in two, and General Franco established a harsh dictatorship that would last until 1975. But with Franco's death, Spain made a curveball move. They transitioned to democracy in a peaceful way. Under the leadership of King Juan Carlos, a modern constitution was created in 1978. Today, modern and resilient. Even though the heavy economic crisis of 2008 and internal issues like Catalonia still hurt, Spain stands today as a democratic and modern country that has learned its lesson from that stormy past.